Howdy partners, it's your Webby3, back with another kicking, you guessed it, action figure review. Today we're reviewing a figure that I got at Ranger Stop and Pop Atlanta a year ago and never reviewed. Oops. It is the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Yellow SPD A Squad Ranger. The A Squad, as you know, is the squad that goes missing at the beginning of Power Rangers SPD, which is why the other Rangers have to take over. Because they're like the backup. They're the ones that aren't good enough to be the A Squad. Ka-choo! So, bada bing. This is A Squad Yellow. And they don't give us any of the alternate heads for the A Squads, which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to display them with their heads off anyways. But they're basically like in space with some new stuff built around them and then kind of just hockey pads. They're actually kind of cool. They're like real tactical Rangers. I don't want to call them SWAT because the SPD Rangers B Squad actually do have a SWAT mode. But I think they look cool. I think they're unique among Power Rangers. Especially, you know, with what happens with them later. I don't want to say anything. But yeah. Here they are. Pretty cool. Let's do some articulation. Up, down, side to side on the head. Bit of a wobble. Up and down on the arm. These shoulder pads don't really hinder. They're pretty good. Up and down, forward, back, you know, rotation, butterfly joint, bicep swivel, double elbow bend. Oh, bend that elbow. You got a wrist rotation, forward and back. Then you've got a lot of torso movement. And, you know, the chest plate doesn't really hinder much either. Pretty good. You got a nice crunch on the waist, in and out on the legs. Not a lot of back because of that bodacious booty, but there is forward and in and out. Then you've got a rotation here. Double knee bend, you got a boot swivel, up and down on those little feeties, ankle pivots, peg holes, if needed. My Lightning collections typically stand pretty well, though. Detail and paint-wise, you know, maybe there could be a bit more paint, but honestly, I think it's pretty good. You know, they're pretty basic builds. He is pretty cool, though. Got the little Anubis Kruger thing there. A for A Squad. SPD badge on the helmet. Looks really good. I like how it's built on the in-space helmet. I know they probably did that because they were just recycling prop costume pieces. But like it does look good because it's like kind of a legacy thing. Like they've taken the space powers and made them something stronger. But also it's like different enough, you know? I like it. Okay, now for accessories. As you can see, there's two holding hands. But there's more than that. Now, all of the A Squad Rangers have pretty much the same accessories. They have their big old blaster, which is pretty cool. I dig it. And Lightning Collection's kind of known for its energy effects. And you know that just pegs. Gotta line it up right. Peg. I don't have it lined up right. Hold on. There we go. Pegs onto the blaster. Really cool effect. Stays on pretty well. And then there's two fist hands if you want them to just be a brawler. Pretty cool. I do want them to hold their weapon, so let's see how well they do it. Because, see, there's a place for the trigger, but the trigger finger is kind of solid on here. Really got it. So it can't be held super properly because the trigger finger isn't, it's sculpted onto a block. But, I mean, my blue and my pink and my, well, I haven't opened my pink, but my red and stuff, I'll hold them just fine. I think it looks pretty good. Hey, what up? I'm SPD A Squad Yellow. And then, let's interchange a hand. Alright, that's tight, but it doesn't feel fragile or anything. Maybe, I don't like that. That's a little too tight, if you ask me. I feel like it could snap. Gotta be careful. Ugh. Okay. That worked out. But, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. That was a little much. But yeah, I think the accessories are okay. I mean, I don't think A Squad SPD was in the highest demand among the casual collector, you know? So, yeah. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So now let's do size comparisons. It's kind of my favorite part. So let's lay him down here. Yes, perfect. Oh, beautiful. And let's show him off with some other figures. How about another Power Rangers Lightning Collection Ranger? Here is Dr. Tommy Oliver, the Dino Thunder Black Ranger. And another one, how about Cyber Villain Blaze? Kind of a ranger, kind of not. Not really. I think this is all perfect scaling. So he scales well with his own line, which is what matters. As long as a figure scales well with its own line, it's all kosher. But let's try it with a few other things. And we all know Power Rangers comes from Super Sentai, so let's show them with some Japanese Sentai Hero Series figures, like Boop, Super 2 Kaiser from the Sentai Hero Series. And I actually bought them at the same convention. And then Super Zen Kaiser, which I also got from the same convention, but this year instead of last year. So, yeah, those are a little big. They're a little big with our A-Squad Yellow. I mean, this guy can kind of get away with it because he has this big bulky armor, so he would be taller with them big old thick feet. But 2 Kaiser kind of throws the whole thing off. Oh well. And I think I want to show him with one more Lightning Collection figure, someone that's not a Ranger, which is just, and once again, Cyber Villain Blaze isn't a quote-unquote Ranger, but you know. Here he is with Mesogog from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. He's kind of the big bad of the season. And then I'll show him with a Common Rider, or Masked Rider. This is the Rider Hero Series number 5, Common Rider Saber, Dragonic Knight. Now, so far, everyone I've shown you has been reviewed. I have not reviewed this Common Rider. So if you want to see a review of this Common Rider, hit subscribe. But our Common Rider is the same scale as the Sentai Hero Series, which is too large, but he does scale well with Mesogog. Let's take them away. Boop. Alright, now let's show them off with some Ultraman figures, huh? Here is the Ultra Hero Series number 66 Ultraman Titus. And Ultraman actually can shrink to be more human-sized, I believe, is pretty well established. I think that's like a normal thing now. They just never do it because they never really have to. But yeah, it does not look good with Ultraman Titus. And then Ultra Monster Series Orb Hyper Zeton Death Scythe. Also too big there. I have reviewed the Zeton, just not Ultraman Titus. Yoink! Now a couple more Ultras. This one, actually, I think is going to make a bit more sense here, okay? So this is the Movie Monster Series Ultraman Anime Season 2 Ultraman, right? And I think this works a bit better, because this Ultraman is only slightly taller, but is a bit more armored, you see? So I can understand them being slightly taller. Plus, I mean, that's just barely a discrepancy anyways. And this is a human-sized Ultraman. Fully human-sized Ultraman. Like, all the time. It's just a dude in a suit with alien DNA. So, those work great together. Great together, I think. And then, here's a larger Ultra Monster. This is the 2007 Ultra Monster Series EX Archbogarl, aka Archbogal, whatever, it depends on whatever translation you're watching. This would be a pretty good sized figure for like a Monster of the Week. You know? I mean, this is a kaiju, or a daikaiju, I suppose, not a kaijin, but it would still work if you wanted to make Bogal a kaijin. It's up to you. I haven't reviewed that anime Ultraman, but I have reviewed that kaiju. So, what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection SPD A-Squad Yellow Ranger from Hasbro? I like it. You know, it doesn't do much to differentiate itself from the other male A-Squad Rangers. You know, there's less accessories, but I mean, you have the most important ones: the blaster, the lightning effect, kind of the bare necessity hands. Maybe I could have gone for a couple more hands, or a holding hand that has a trigger finger out so that it could slip into the actual trigger on the gun and hold it a bit better, but I think it's a nice figure. Pretty nice. I think I got it for slightly over retail price at the convention, but it was for like a small business, so I didn't mind paying a little more. Plus, it's a convention souvenir. Hey, but that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all, you guessed it, next time. Bye for now.